So here's our next project. I have the Ford Anglia car from the Chamber of Secrets sketched out on this piece of cardboard. We're going to try to make the Whomping Willow and put the car in it, just like in the movie. But I had to go lightweight because I don't want to make anything heavy. I thought about making it out of wood, but I think this will work if I make it thick enough and if I, support it a little bit. It'll fit up in the tree and it'll look pretty funny. So I drew it out a little cartoony because I needed a little bit smaller. Here's the picture. This is actually just one example of the car. Ooh, focus. There we go. So I sketched it out. I'm going to cut one side out, trace it, cut the other side out, and then I just have to cut the top part, hot glue it all together, and then add some paint. And depending on time, we'll see. I kind of wanted to make the wheels separate so I can spin them around, but we might be short of time. So for now, they'll be cardboard. If I have time later, then I'll make them a little different, maybe with a moving mechanism or something. But I will do that, and then you'll see the next step. Hey, haunters! Here's one of our last projects for the Harry Potter haunt. This is the Whomping Willow, and it looks pretty funny right now, but I promise it'll really look like a tree in a few minutes here. So before I close it all up, I wanted to show you my very simple little technique that I used on these other spooky trees last year, which I didn't bring them all out this year, but I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 6 more. I don't think I'm going to get a chance, or really don't need to put more out, but I have the Forbidden Forest set up here, and the reason I'm not pulling any more out is because I want the Whomping Willow to kind of stand on its own. So here's what I have. It's the last of my chicken wire wrapped around in the biggest circle I think is gonna work. It's propped up with 2 pieces of rebar. And then I have pieces of PVC zip tied to the chicken wire, as well as these large pool noodles zip tied to the chicken wire. And then I have more PVC extensions out the top, more chicken wire kind of for the 2 main kind of trunks that are coming out on the willow. A willow plant is kind of, or a willow tree rather, is kind of interesting. It has like a branch that comes up, which is really wide, and then all the thin little branches coming up. So that's kind of what I was trying to do. So once this branch is closed up, I'm going to shrink wrap brown plastic around it. You should see kind of like a top and then just these long branches coming out. And so I wanted to have 3. I don't think I'm going to need 3 because I made the car that gets stuck in the willow tree from the Chamber of Secrets, the second movie of Harry Potter. So I'm going to fit the car in there, and I'm going to zip tie the car to the chicken wire. So I don't think I'm going to do the back one, and honestly people are really not going to see it anyway. I could have put more branches up there, but I think this'll do. And so what I need to do now is just shrink wrap the whole thing, and then I ran out of brown spray paint and I have to spray paint the rest of the thin branches on the top. I think that's going to pretty much do it. This was a quick and dirty job because we only have, less than a week to go before Halloween, and I really wanted to get this done because I already made the car. So I will show you guys the car later, but for now, here is the tree, and I'm going to go ahead and close it up. So here's my quick and dirty Whomping Willow. It's all spray painted up and shrink wrapped, and the center is not going to matter because I'm going to have the car in it, but I can't put the car up until Halloween tomorrow. So I will leave that for tomorrow, and then you'll see that with my full day walkthrough. But since I don't want to leave you guys hanging, and most importantly I want to wish you everybody a best Halloween, I thought I'd do just a little like sneak peek of the whole haunt. So let me start over here, and I will show you the car as well, because the car is finished, and here it is. And I didn't spend a whole bunch of time, but I just wanted to get enough detail on it so that it does look like the car. Here's my box of candy. So it looks like the car from the movie. So there it is, and I've got plastic in the windows and in the front lights, and I mounted 2 flashlights in here with a 1x2 stapled to the top of the cardboard, and that way the lights will shine through when I click the flashlights on. But here's the car all zip tied together and painted, and it's pretty, you know, rough, but it'll work for what I want to do for Halloween day, Halloween night. And so let me start over here, and I will open, actually I'll start from the beginning, and I'll do a full day walk tomorrow, but I just want to give you guys a little sneak peek. So here's the front of the leaky cauldron, and the lanterns will be on, and of course the light will be on the leaky cauldron sign. Sorry about the sun. And then you open the door, and this will be propped open, and then you see the leaky cauldron. I've got a couple of tables set up here with neat lights and skulls, kind of like in the end. This will be blacked off, and that'll be blacked off. And then you walk this way, it takes you to Diagon Alley. And so I have lights on the brick wall, and then I have lights all through Diagon Alley, which looks spectacular, I have to say. And I've got my little witchy pumpkins down here. And I left this door brown, and I painted this door green to match the storefront. And I've got the apothecary window all set up. It's got some neat lights in it. And this door I painted gray, and then I've got the bookshop with books in it and some lights. And then next is the Quidditch shop with the Nimbus 2000 in the window. And then I got a cool little cart. Oh, I got a door here. I painted gray. I got a little cart here with kind of like miscellaneous supplies and a pumpkin. And I plan to pin up the Sirius Black wanted posters on here, but I can't do that until Halloween because they're paper and the moisture will just destroy them. The boys' brooms are here. I'm not sure if they want to use them or if I'm just going to leave them there. I'm not sure. And I got Oleander sign. I've got the Nocturne Alley blacked out there, so it just looks like it's an entrance, but no one goes there. And then I have a couple barrels with lanterns and pumpkins, and I have a projection in the window here. It's just like a haunted house with some spiders, which is cool. Hedwig will be put back up here, but his clay doesn't like the sun, and I never got around painting it, so I'm just leaving him there, and then I'll put him back up on the train station. That door over there I painted. And then here's the entrance to the Hogwarts Express with the 2 platforms. I got some cool lights projecting out into Diagon Alley. I don't know if here, I'll go this way too so you can kind of see all the lanterns and windows are all lit up, and I have lights on each of the signs, which is really cool. So then you go through here, and I don't have lights set up, but there's the Hogwarts Express, and then the sign, of course, and there's lights on all that. And then they walk through here, and I have rope lights on the bottom so they don't, you know, stumble into anything. And then I have Hogwarts, the castle. And I actually changed up the lights. I think you guys are going to like it even better. I've got a purpley light on the castle, and I've got the blue light down below. And what I did was I mounted the blue light here to shine downward, so it's not getting the castle at all. And then the purple light is up here, and I actually put a little piece of fabric over it because it was actually a little too bright and you couldn't see the lights coming through the windows. So that'll be all lit up nicely. And then I've got the mandrakes down here. They got a little cooked in the sun, so I fixed them and I gave them a little more color to lighten them up a little bit. And I will put them out on Halloween. There's the Sorting Hat with the stool, and I've got a light on him. Kids are welcome to pick them up and pretend that they're getting sorted, of course. The car won't be there, so that'll be gone. And then I actually had to take the portraits down too. They were getting a little baked in the sun. We were having a lot of sun and a lot of heat the last couple of weeks, so I just kind of took it off, and I'll put them all back up through the chamber, or the portrait hall, into the Chamber of Secrets. This light will be on, little vampire bat that we always put here. And then I got 2 lights on the basilisk that look really cool. And so we walk through here, more of the portrait hall. And then Aragog is here, and all the webs are all set up with all the spiders. And I've got some blue lights on there that really shine off the white webbing, which is really pretty. And then, of course, I have a red light on him, a fire and ice red light on top of that. So it's pretty neat in the dark. And then, of course, the Forbidden Forest, the Whomping Willow with the car. And then Buckbeak's all ready to go. He had a little pumpkin patch, and I've been putting more and more pumpkins out here. And I got the corn stalks in the background. So he's going to look fantastic for the kids to get on and take pictures. Got lights on him on every angle. There's actually a light mounted up in there in the willows shining down on him, so he's lit up well. And then my mom's going to be Professor Sprout here, and we've got some plants and pumpkins, and I'll put the mandrakes up there, and you've got a cauldron with the candy, and then we'll get that. I might put a tablecloth on that little table to make it a little more festive. And then we've got Fox set up, and then our donation box, of course, a few pumpkins down below, lights lighting up him, and then they exit out through the columns. And I've got my enter and exit signs from last year. I actually lowered them because the pole was getting a little skewed, so, but they'll be lit up and they'll be on the street for the entrance by the leaky cauldron, and then the exit for the out the columns. And that's it, you guys. Super excited. Cannot wait. You know, it's hard, like, working on this for so long, and you see it yourself, and it's not like it's getting old, but it's just like, okay, I've been picking at this thing for so long, and I just kind of want to have Halloween come. But it'll be special for everybody who hasn't seen it, and that's kind of what's fun for me, is that I get to enjoy it through their eyes and their kind of wow factor, and it's just really fun for that aspect. So I want to wish everyone a fantastic Halloween. I cannot wait to see everybody's haunts. I've been trying to watch as much as possible, and we will be ready. I'm taking Halloween off, so I will have time to set everything up, block all this out, get everything on, set up the candy station, put out last minute props, and that's it. So I will do my day walk, I will do my night walk, and some videos of Halloween, and then show all that probably after Halloween. So you won't hear it from me probably for a few days. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate all the support. You guys have a great day and Halloween, and we will talk to you soon.